Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Dr. Martin Hisbach coming in hot with the FUD. Bitcoin dips below $60,000. All UK miners are now in the red. They have to continue to sell all their Bitcoin to make ends meet. Is this the worst case scenario that we described in March, guys? Is it as bad as Dr. Martin Hisbach is describing? He's saying, because miner centralization, their actions and economic planning have an outsized effect on the price of Bitcoin. What's more, all ETF buyers are now sitting in losses. Wait for them to capitulate and we will revisit $48,000. Is that even possible? By late August or September, job losses will mount rapidly and the Fed will start cutting rates into a dramatically deteriorating economy. Contrary to expectations, stocks will not rally, but the AI dream valuations will finally burst. Markets are always right. And so what he's saying here is has nothing to do with Mt. Gox or German-sized BTC selling. It has everything to do with the fundamentals of Bitcoin. James Van Straten here saying, average ETF realized price is actually $58,000. And Hisbach says, and they are about to lose interest. Remember, they were promised $240,000 by the halving. Don't know if this is entirely true. Marty Party here saying miners' tolerance is $28,000, not $60,000. Don't think you're right. Please send data. Render Daddy here saying, $48,000 is pure FUD. $80,000 is next. So should we listen to it, guys? Ali Charts here saying, in the past 2 years, Bitcoin's daily RSI has hit oversold territory 3 times, resulting in BTC price surges 60%, 63%, and 198% respectively, with BTC now below 62,000 and the RSI in oversold territory again. It might be a prime opportunity to buy the dip. So Ali Charts here bringing up a different metric here, RSI in oversold territory. Historically, guys, this has been positive for the Bitcoin price to continue to move up. All things considering, I think we're actually in a pretty good spot right now. This is Bitcoin on the daily. And you can see yesterday was a tough day. Boy, we wicked down here. Bitcoin did lose on the day, okay? It did lose 7.66%, but it did close up with a low of 4.83%. Let me zoom in here to show you guys what happened yesterday. Bitcoin did dip down, but check out that recovery, guys. Looks like Bitcoin is now formulating an inverted head and shoulders pattern on the hourly. So that is looking positive for Bitcoin holders. I guess I should say that Hisbach did post this around 1:24 p.m. yesterday. And so that was in the midst of the Bitcoin downturn, but it's looking as though price is recovering quite nicely. So as of the time of this recording, Bitcoin is now trading at $61,337 per coin. So retracing a little bit. And again, throwing that back on the daily, you guys can see it did come back down in this level here. So did retrace back in that zone in there. If we were to take a volatile range here, tops of wicks, bottoms of tails, and I were to just draw a yellow rectangle, you guys can see we did dip down in and around here, this zone, retesting May the 1st, May the 2nd, coming down in here, retesting that level, and now we are coming back up. Now, this is not to say that we're out of the woods yet. What could still happen, what still might happen is that we do some of this, come back in this zone, base in this zone before we come back up. So it's anybody's guess still. It's positive, though, that we are seeing this retracement, that we are seeing this bounce back. You guys can see the fear is growing in the space. 44, so we're still in neutral territory. This is nowhere near extreme fear or greed. That is relegated for the bottom of bear markets. So we're at 44. That's not too bad. But in the last 24 hours, guys, a lot of cryptocurrencies have gained steam, like Solana up 8.5%. Toncoin is up 5.9%. What else is doing okay here? Chainlink up 8.72%. I saw some here that were up double digits. Yeah, Pepe up 11.79. Rendercoin is doing okay too, 9.31%. Generally speaking, though, we're seeing a sea of green here. So altcoins are recovering. 13.61% for INJ Injective. XRP is up a little bit here, albeit not by much. But generally speaking, we are seeing a bit of a rally for altcoins compared to Bitcoin too. So market cap is up a little bit by 1% only. Volume is up by 62.39%. But guys, a lot of that volume is going into altcoins because Bitcoin dominance is actually dropping or has dropped to 53.4. So even though Bitcoin did go up and we're seeing that retracement now, it's up almost 2% on the day. Altcoins have actually been faring better. This is why we're seeing Bitcoin dominance dropping. As I said, XRP not up by much. Right now trading in and around 47 cents, 47 and a half roughly. So, it's not an altcoin rally, not yet. These numbers need to get up much higher before we can deem this an altcoin rally. Anthony Pompliano here also addressing the Bitcoin price dump from yesterday when a decades-long trend is playing out. Don't get overly excited or scared based on day-to-day price movements. He made an appearance on CNBC. Listen to this.
Crypto prices tumbling this morning. Joining us now, Anthony Pompliano, founder and partner of Pomp Investments. When do you look at what's happening with crypto and decide that there needs to be a reason for what's happening? I mean, moves like this back to 61, watching Bitcoin for the last 5-10 years, the moves happen like this all the time. Do you have 3 reasons why Bitcoin has come down from above 70 to where it is now?
I think it's important first to put it in context, right? Bitcoin's up 40% year to date. It's up 100% over the last year. So in terms of volatility, this is pretty expected. What we've seen in previous bull markets is that there's 4, 5, 6 different drawdowns of 30% or more. We're down about 15% or so. So this is right within kind of the band that you would expect. I think that what occurs is when an asset goes up a lot, people start to take profit. And so what we've seen is this explosive rally to start the year. People naturally take some of that profit. We're also seeing a lot of people doing the basis trade where they're basically going long the spot market and they're shorting futures. And so what that is doing is it's dampening some of the volatility, which allows for leakage and some selling. And then lastly, I think is we get to the summertime, right? You see this, a lot of people in the public markets will say, invest till May and then go away. And so you start to see some of that as well here where people are seeing these really explosive moves at the beginning of the year. And then also Q4 tends to be a big kind of quarter for crypto as well. And so Q2 into Q3 tends to go kind of sideways. I think that's just what we're seeing.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. It's about almost a 5-minute clip, but some good information here from Anthony Pompliano. Again, some things to be paying attention to when it comes to Bitcoin price. Just kind of cooling down at the moment. Do you hear that? Trade till May, then put it away or go away, however the saying goes. So we did see a lot of trading up until the spring, and then pretty much trading sideways. And again, I've said this in the past, I would not be surprised if we did see more of this kind of thing throughout the summer, and then by the time September rolls around, we see that uptick, starting the bull run once again. You got to remember, guys, the summertime, nobody wants to do any work, even traders. So hopefully we do see some more activity here on the Bitcoin chart. Hopefully we do get up above these levels. Hopefully we do not retest $56,500 per coin. That would not be good. And if we do retest it, hopefully we stay above it. Going below that would be, a disaster, in my opinion. But anyway, hodl on, keep strong. Wanted to thank Ali Charts here and Martin Hisbach, along with Anthony Pompliano for that clip. Now, sentiment, guys, also noticing something. We're observing one of the highest social volume and dominant spikes for the word bottom in the last year. Study what happened historically when similar events took place. Take a look at this chart, guys. You can even see it here. The green represents Bitcoin price. And this is when we saw the word bottom appear in the crypto, on crypto social media. And, this is exactly what happens. A very, very good example of that was January the 24th, when the word bottom spiked. Where was January the 24th? Let's throw that in there somewhere. That was in and around there. Okay, January the 24th, you guys can see that. I've thrown a horizontal line on the chart. And it was when Bitcoin did reach this high of 49,000 and came down about 20%. And so people were saying, oh, it's the bottom. But then, of course, from that point on, Bitcoin did shoot up another 80, almost 90%. Another time when that was mentioned was in and around here. This is a big one. So people are saying it all over the place. And as you guys can see, the trend has never really gone down. It's pretty much just trended sideways. But over here, roughly around May the 1st, May the 2nd, that was another time when we saw that. Here, let me get rid of that to show you guys. And I'm just going to drag this over here to you guys can see that, May the 1st, May the 2nd, in and around there. Another point where, the market, retail investors, we're calling the bottom. We're mentioning it a lot on social media. Of course, again, we did see the market draw down about 21% before Bitcoin did go back up, almost reaching its all-time high, up another 24%. And guys, we're seeing it here again, okay? So in and around this period of time, as we've seen Bitcoin go down again, so it did go down from here, down in and around here, another 19% roughly, but now we're up, and so hopefully we keep that momentum rising. Willy Woo here also posting this. I don't usually do short-term time frame price action as it's the domain of gamblers, but worth a breakdown of what's happening, giving the fear in the market. He's talking about leverage here. We've been flushing out the leverage. 62.5 thousand was the target to get most of it out until, keep me on the edge of my seat here, speculators kept adding to new long positions, just adding more fuel to more liquidations in a cascading long squeeze, bridging us down to the $58,000 cluster, which just got taken out. So liquidators here bringing the price further down, but you guys saw on the chart, it's only 19%. Nothing like we've seen in the past. He continues by saying, superimposed on this liquidation squeeze, we have a post-halving minor capitulation. So you got to remember, at the halving, the reward for Bitcoin got cut in half. So it costs more for a miner to be profitable. And this is always kind of a funny time because the reward gets cut in half, but the miners realize if they still mine Bitcoin eventually for the future, it's going to be worth their while. So what happens? Some of them shut down because they just can't afford it. Some of them continue. Miners on a BTC selling spree, though, to pay for hardware upgrades due to the old hardware no longer being profitable. The weakest miners closing shop and being liquidated. So we're finding it to be an interesting time here in the cycle, but it's all normal, guys. Nick Crypto Crusader here also posting, we just closed above 60,000 and even better above the 0.786 retracement level. This is solid and ultimately a good sign. Now we must reclaim 62,500. And guys, we're almost there, sitting in and around, as I mentioned before, 61,003. He's saying Bitcoin dominance continues to drop while Bitcoin continues to move higher too. Altcoins will probably begin a major wave in the market to retest their March highs or even potentially break over them. I told you time and time again, bottoms will never feel like bottoms. The entire sentiment has been so negative, and for the most part, it has felt like a ghost town here since March. If this is truly the bottom, though, $80,000 to $100,000 will be coming next for Bitcoin, and I don't doubt that it will. Here we have the short-term time frame. Let me just throw a Fibonacci on the short term. And guys, 85 would bring us to the 1.618. That would be roughly $85,000 per BTC. And if we get up to the 2.618, that would bring us to $101,000 per BTC. So those are the two next levels to be eyeing, probably in the latter half of 2024. But anyway, wanted to thank Nick and Willie Woo just for posting that. Now, despite all this, XRP volume has skyrocketed 170%. So investors are switching up, trading XRP. And so the coin is seeing a significant surge, even though cryptocurrencies tumbled deeper into a correction. The market moves in mysterious ways, I gotta tell you. The sudden pullback triggered over 281 million in liquidations and leveraged derivatives trading positions across all digital assets. This is data from CoinGlass. Out of this amount, over $259 million in crypto longs were liquidated in the past 24 hours as major tokens slid, some even as much as 10%. Despite the market's overall bearish sentiment, traders have flocked into XRP, guys, and this is probably why we haven't seen the XRP price move too much. There isn't too much of a net gain nor a net loss. So that is positive because as other cryptocurrencies were going down 10-15%, luckily our XRP has been maintaining this trend and staying in and around that price level, maintaining support there, continuing the upward trajectory. So even though it's it's down about a penny since yesterday, it could be a heck of a lot worse. So thanks to traders who were deciding to put their money into XRP, whether it was buying or selling. I mean, the price is staying relatively stagnant. Fingers crossed. Ashley Prosper here also posting this with regards to the Zakinov case. We do have a bit of an update. The Zakinov case has been referred to a magistrate judge for settlement. So that is the official announcement here, June the 24th from yesterday. Case referred to magistrate judge for settlement. So some people asking, what does this mean? Now, this is not the Ripple SEC case. This is the case that is happening in California. It's a clear message from the court, says Ashley, that the case is over and that they should settle the final claim. So that could be a hint to maybe a final settlement. This means that if Brad Garlinghouse and Bradley Sostak can settle on the final claim about a misleading statement, the case is over unless they try to appeal the other four claims dismissed on summary judgment. So hopefully this comes to an end. I mean, I don't feel like this has ever really influenced XRP price. Really, it's the Ripple SEC case and getting the judgment on XRP as being deemed not a security. That has really been the main driving factor in how XRP price has been affected over the last few years. We've seen these ups and downs, and what we really should have seen is just a continuous move to the upside. And, had XRP never been in that scenario, I have a feeling, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, that we would have seen XRP go beyond all-time high, which was $3.84, depending on which exchange you look at. So we're in a better position now, guys, than we were back then. Remember, even from over here, even from when we did see XRP get above that all-time high, we were starting in and around 17 cents. If we take it from up here, 23 cents, and we are up 104%, almost 105% from the time back in 2017 before XRP popped, another 1,300%, just kind of going straight vertical. So you add 100% on that, and that is, taking it from today's price of 47 cents. I think we're going to continue to grind higher before that euphoria phase does kick in. Regardless, getting these lawsuits cleared up is definitely going to be pivotal. Also happen to see this, guys, from Mac Attack XRP. So Bitrue, yes, they are urging uncertain investors to go all in on XRP. Is that responsible? Prominent crypto exchange Bitrue continues to promote investment in XRP despite the downturn witnessed across the broader market. Now, could it be that, just hear me out for a second, considering Bitrue is a very XRP-centric cryptocurrency exchange, and considering that we have seen a lot of XRP trading volume over the last 24 hours or so, that they might know something we don't know. I mean, it would help their liquidity too. It is in their best interest to get more people trading XRP. The exchange issued the latest XRP endorsement in a tweet today. Bitrue encouraged investors who are uncertain about which cryptocurrency to invest in to commit their capital to XRP completely. So they tweeted out, "When in doubt, go all in on XRP." That's a bold statement, says Duncan here. Other X users said they might sue Bitrue if the exchange's endorsement of XRP did not yield positive results. Don't be a Bradley Sawstack. Please don't be a Bradley Sawstack. When in doubt, go all in. Novindu here saying, "I'm in doubt. I'm going all in on XRP, and if this doesn't work out, I'm suing you." Maybe a little tongue-in-cheek there. Bitrue is an unapologetic XRP enthusiast promoting its adoption more than any token listed on its trading platform. Of course, they have the most XRP pairs. That's why I'm currently using it for my Patreon, although I'm finding that it's not as liquid for some cryptocurrencies as others. Full disclosure there. For more information, though, on what my plan is this bull run, guys, on and off ramps and having different options available to you, because we cannot trust that, even if an exchange exists today or are regulated today, we cannot trust that they're going to be there for us during the height of the bull market. I mean, just think about that one example, Coinbase, that always closes down. Always something happens. There's a glitch or it shuts down or they can't, Coinbase support can't keep up with demand. Always have options available to you. And I outline all of that at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Only $5 a month for those of you guys who are interested in this bull run. I'm not taking any chances and I want to be prepared. So I'm sharing all that information with you. I've done all the legwork and I'm learning more too. I'm sharing all of it in real time with you guys, along with all my trades, where I'm going to be selling, eventually going to be listing those selling targets. But back to this, okay, Bitrue usually asks the community to indicate their readiness to welcome the highly anticipated XRP rally during a price surge. The exchange also declares its commitment to stand with XRP regardless of any circumstance in which the coin finds itself. This is reflected in the XRP Forever statement the exchange issues occasionally. And so this is just an example of one from back in November of 2023. So they are obviously endorsing XRP because they are an XRP-centric exchange, and they're committing to the statement, when in doubt, go all in on XRP. That perhaps the other side of this coin, XRPnews.crypto posting this, Uphold is actually delaying access to XRP funds, and this is drawing criticism. So exactly to this point here, sometimes you can trust exchanges. I mean, Uphold has partnered with Ripple, so why wouldn't we be able to trust them? Well, Cyprus Domenicor here has been running into some problems after transferring 7,639 XRP to Uphold. Domenicor discovered his funds were placed under review, preventing immediate access. This delay led to an outcry over the centralized control exerted by Uphold, which he believes undermines the principles of XRP and decentralization. So I do have the tweet up here. Pay attention. They control your XRP. I've been using Uphold for years now and will no longer be using their set. I could care less about the transaction taking a while, but this is actually a real eye-opener to anyone who uses Uphold. If I do not have access to my funds and they can determine whether or not I can access my XRP, this means they have control over our XRP. So here was the official statement here sent by Uphold to Cyprus Domenicor here about his 7,639 XRP deposit. Unavailable spend until our review is complete. In some cases, we may ask for more information, so on and so forth. And so who knows how long this is going to take. Pending transaction, guys. It is unfortunate this is happening. It's good to have a variety of cryptocurrency exchanges available to you. Again, you can find all that information at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, where I'm outlining my plan for this bull run. We still have some time during this cycle. Luckily, XRP is holding up, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.